Around 12 weeks ago, I started my first fat loss phase in around 2 years with the aims to get shredded and into the best shape of my life. So far, I'm 9 kilograms down. I've got 1 more to go, and I'm really happy with how things are coming along. In this video, I want to take you through what a full day of eating looks like for me during a fat loss phase to help give you some insight into the process and the things that I do to get shredded. If you don't know me already, my name is Will. I've been a personal trainer and online coach for the past 5 years now, helping guys get into really good shape in a super simple way that cuts through all the noise and bullshit online. And if you want some help with your own fat loss too, I have a completely free fat loss course in the description that you can get today. It has over 20 videos that you can follow step by step to give you everything that you need to know to lose fat and get in great shape yourself. So just head to the description, click the link, and it's all yours completely for free. Anyways, let's get into the video. Good morning. It is around 5:30 now. 5:22 in the morning, and we're up and moving, getting ready to start the day. I've got clients this morning from 6 till 8, so I've got 2 morning sessions, and Jude has got training. She's going to the gym, so we're up ready, and this is what pretty much every weekday looks like to some degree. But today we're going to be running through everything that I'm eating, a full day of eating while I am in a fat loss phase and on a diet. So at the moment, I actually just woke up this morning at my lowest weight yet. So woke up at 76.1 kilograms in theory. I mean, it's a low day on the scales, but I'll have 1 kilogram left to go technically. We are getting there now. Feeling a lot leaner and feeling quite drained this morning as well, feeling quite flat, but that's how it goes. We are 9 kilograms down now, so we've got 1 kilogram to go, and this is what a typical day of eating will look like for me. So right now, my current targets, my current intake is 2,000 calories a day and 150 grams of protein. I'm not really tracking carbs and fats all too much. I'm keeping an eye on my carb intake, trying to keep it high-ish, especially now I'm deeper in a deficit and I'm in need of that little bit more energy. But for the most part, I like to keep things simple. So for me, anyway, right now, 2,000 calories, 150 grams of protein. And the way I start my day, it will depend on what is going on. So this morning, for example, I've got 2 early morning clients. It's 5:30 right now. So I've got a 6 o'clock client, a 7 o'clock client. Then I'm straight to the gym to train legs after. So I'm not actually gonna have a set breakfast right now. I'm gonna go in with what I would normally have in the day, which is number 1, pre-workout drink, number 2, hydration formula, and number 3, a little pre-workout snack to have before I go to the gym. So I have got a hydration formula. I have got the pre-workout, which is like a non-stimulant pre-workout and pump product for when I'm in the gym. I'll have this around half an hour before the gym with clients. I'll have the hydration as soon as, really. There's no specific brand or anything. There's no specific brand. Can't speak. There's no specific brand or anything. I'm just using this one from Perform, this hydration mix. And I feel like it's really important. Once you wake up, all the salts that you lose through the night, how dehydrated you get through the night, it's important. First thing to do is wake up and hydrate. And this will just help me along the way that little bit more. The next one is the pre-workout, which is a stimulant-free pump formula. Reason why I'm using this is that I wanted a pre-workout without all the caffeine, because usually what happens is through the day, if I'm drinking coffee as well, I've had a pre-workout, I will crash hard, and I can't be having that, especially it's a work day. Need to coach my clients all day. I've got stuff to do. So I'll stay away from stimulant pre-workouts, and usually what I'd have is some form of caffeine in an energy drink or coffee or something along them lines too. The last thing that I'll have this morning anyway is a little pre-workout snack before the gym. So yes, I've not really eaten anything this morning, but I will have, before I go into the gym, this Well, this is Aldi's version of the Rice Krispie squares, and this is around 112 calories and just under 30 grams of carbs. These really fast digesting, quick acting carbs. She's going to top up my blood glucose and help me get in the gym and have a little bit more energy for my session. It's not ideal in terms of, yes, probably could be better with a little bit of protein in there. Probably could be better with a few more calories, a few more carbs in there. But this is just what I've done for the past 3 months on this diet, and it's been working well for me. It's convenient, it's easy for me to stick to, and that's what I'm going with for today. So I'm gonna get myself ready, get myself in the gym for 6, get my clients done, and I will speak to you right before we go into the gym. Let's go. All right, 2 morning sessions done. Back in the staff room now and just getting ready to go to the gym. So time to have the little pre-workout carbs, pre-workout snack. Ideally, I'd have this, around an hour to 45 minutes before my session, but does it really matter that much? No. It's more convenient for me to just have it now, so I'm not too worried. Things like pre-workout nutrition, it doesn't matter for most of us that much. It will give you the edge. It is better than not having it, but it's more so going to give you that extra 1 to 5% rather than it being make or break. So it's something that don't really bother with most of the time. I'm just into the gym, I'm just into my nutrition, so I'm gonna have the extra little pieces, the extra little 1% to help me out. Definitely important, definitely works for anyone, for people like my clients who just want to get into better shape, drop body fat, build muscle, get into better shape. It's not the be all and end all, it's nothing that we really focus on. More so we focus on being consistent over time with everything. Yep, gonna get this fake squares bar down me, head over to the gym, and we are training legs today. So I will speak to you after that. Okay, back home, session done, quick hour in the bag, and you know what, I'm surprised at the numbers considering how deep into this deficit I am, that I'm on to my last kilogram to lose. I'm in the final stages. I have been seeing some of my lifts in the gym stall a little bit, not really go down as such, but just stall that little bit, and I'm just not getting anywhere near as many increases or progressions or PBs, if you call it that. But today, however, pretty much everything kind of went up except one exercise on the adductions. I will probably put that down to the session being a couple of hours later than normal. Normally I'd do this session on like a Tuesday, 6 a.m. early morning, but because it's a Wednesday today for starts, and I have a couple of clients 6 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning, it's probably giving me a little bit more time to wake up, to be honest with you. But I'll take it, numbers are good, session in the bag. I am starving, so it's time for some breakfast. Let me show you the breakfast that I have every single day without fail. Okay, so breakfast time, I am starving. This is the breakfast that I will have every single day. It's super high protein, it's quite low calorie, and it's super high volume as well. So not only with the high protein, high volume, it's gonna help keep me really full, especially while I'm on lower calories. Also, I think this is delicious. I absolutely love it. Maybe it's the diet talking, but I love it. Anyways, what we've got is 300 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt. This is a fantastic fat loss food if you're not having this already on a diet. It is literally, per quarter of pot is 70 calories and about 10 grams of protein. This whole pot nearly has 50 grams of protein in it right there. Alongside with that, we're gonna have some whey protein. I love this, but I'm a chocolate whey protein kind of person, you know, so this from Perform, chocolate whey, is nearly finished actually. This is chocolate brownie batter flavor. So I'll have 1 scoop, which is 30 grams, which is gonna give me another 21 grams of protein with this meal. And then with that, I'm gonna have fruit. Fruit is super low calorie. It's super high volume. You can have a lot of this for low calories, which is gonna help you on a diet. And I'm gonna go with 300 grams of strawberries. I'm gonna chop them up and put them on top. And that is my breakfast that I will have pretty much 5-6 days out of the week. One thing that I don't really understand is how people can say that they can't be bothered to weigh and log the food. Like, it's literally so easy, so easy. You just put your bowl on the scale, zero it out, so you press the 0, and then just spoon in what you're having. For me, 300 grams of Greek yogurt, just put it in like that, done. Once you get 300 grams, done, easy. I don't understand. It literally takes 2 seconds out of your day, and weighing your food and logging what you eat is extremely important for fat loss. Extremely important. Because how are you supposed to know the food's coming into your body? How are you supposed to know exactly how many calories you're eating? How are you supposed to know if you're even in a calorie deficit? You don't, unless you're weighing out the food. Like, I probably couldn't eyeball 300 grams of this, and I've been tracking calories for years. It's probably going to be the same. You as well, you're often going to be way out of it with your calories and your estimations of calories. It's so important. Most people go so wrong when they just eyeball the food. It's so important to get a food scale and just take the time to log and weigh your food. I've got my breakfast, which I'm gonna eat now. I've got some black coffee with that as well, because no calories, no problem, especially when you're on a diet. One thing I do is take out liquid calories for the most part, because really they're not gonna satiate you at all. If I can get more calories from my food, it's gonna help fill me up more, and then that's gonna help me stick with my calories a whole lot better. So milk out the coffee, black coffee, promise you, hey, it tastes a lot better than you think once you get used to it. You gotta get used to it first though, but I can officially say I'm probably a black coffee guy now. Anyways, meal 1, it's about 10 o'clock. So obviously we had the Rice Krispie Squares bar, the fake Aldi one, as the pre-workout. Overall, meal 1, I'll get it up on the screen for you now as well, is going to be, meal 1, 370 calories, 37 grams carbs, 2 grams of fat, and 54 grams of protein. So I'm gonna get this down me, crack on with some work in the office, and I'll update you guys at my next meal for lunch. Just got a bit of work done. It is 12:15 now, so just getting ready for some lunch. Just wanted to mention something real quick because, well, let me put this down. Because one thing that you might have noticed through this video so far is that I'm not counting any of my carbs and any of my fats, and there's a reason why I don't do this. It's because personally, I don't think it's worth it for the type of training and the amount of complexity that I'm putting into things. Yes, managing your carbohydrates and your fats on paper is going to be slightly better than just following your macros, just following your proteins, and just following your calories. But in my opinion, it's not worth it for most people. And the reason being for this is that, in my opinion, what comes first over everything is consistency and your ability to stay consistent in a calorie deficit. The guys that I work with, they're not bodybuilders, they're not professional athletes, so they don't really need to be worrying about the intricate little details that are gonna get them the extra 1-2% of the gains. What we wanna focus on is nailing the fundamentals, nailing the foundations, getting them in place. And then as we progress and as we get more advanced, that's when we can start focusing on the little details. So during this fat loss phase, I've only focused on hitting a calorie target, hitting a protein target, and filling my calories up with good, nutritious foods, like high protein. They're gonna help fill me up and help me stay consistent along the way. So that's what I just wanted to mention. It is 12:15, like I've said. I need to take the dog out, but it's pissing it down, and we are both hungry and we're getting ready for lunch, so I will see you then. All right, lunchtime, and maybe a bit of a strange meal for a couple of people, but we've got chicken
rice and mango. Remember when I said that I'm getting towards that point of deficit where the energy level is suffering a little bit? So while I don't track my carbs and fats, I'm actively just keeping an eye on my carbs and trying to get them up that little bit more. This is where I'll do little things like adding mango into some of the meals or adding a few more carbs into some of the meals. So with this one, might seem like a strange combo, but we've got 220 grams of basmati rice. Usually we make this, but we've run out, so I have to go to the shop and just grab an Uncle Ben's. Nothing wrong with one of these, by the way. So we've got 220 grams of rice. Give it a good mix up. We've got 105 grams of mango, worked out to be after chopping up the mango, which is gonna go straight in. And I just mix this up. This might seem really strange to you, but don't knock it until you try it, right? It's actually really nice. Or maybe I'm just weird with food. 220 rice, 105 mango. We have got 250 grams of the raw weight of chicken. And this is actually a honey and garlic chicken marinade that we've put on there. And then we've got about 100 grams of broccoli, which is looking withered to fuck. Anyway. But that is the meal 2, as they like to call it, or lunch. And the macros are as follows: 740 calories, 74 grams of carbs, bring them up a little bit, 20 grams of fat and 63 grams of protein. I'm gonna eat this, chill for about 10 minutes, and then back to the office, back to work for the afternoon because it's a school night. So lunch has been launched and total calories for the day so far are 2,000 calories is my target. We are 1,111 calories in, 111 grams of carbs, 22 grams of fat and 118 grams of protein. So we have 889 calories left for dinner and a little snack before bed. I'm gonna wash this down with a little bit of a camp. This is a good fat loss trick, fat loss hack as well, because no calories, no problem. Things like Diet Coke, diet drinks, fizzy drinks with low sugar or no calories, what it's gonna do is gonna help fill your stomach up with bubbles, really, which can help give you that sensation of being a little bit fuller than you are. It can take the edge off them cravings, take the edge off that hunger a little bit, help you a little bit when you are on a diet. There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with the artificial sweeteners in this. Literally, the current science with like aspartame says that you probably need to drink about 50 of these a day before you'd have any negative side effects from the artificial sweeteners. If I drank 50 of these a day, I would die. So that ain't happening. There's no problem with these. Drink your diet drinks. They're all good. They are gonna help you with your fat loss. Anyways, back off to work for me. All right guys, we're home. Ace has walked. It is around 6:15 in the evening and we are ready for some dinner. So this is what we do every single day for dinner and it makes being prepared with our food so much easier really. Jude's in the shower right now, but I'm gonna show you what we have been getting up to. So, well, what I've been getting up to or what we've got planned for the day. Let me see. Okay, so what we've got tonight for food and for meal 3, we are gonna have some lean beef mince, 5% beef mince. We are gonna have some white potatoes, which we're gonna chop up and put in the air fryer. Jude's recipe, not mine. And we are gonna have some broccoli with that as well. Then at the same time, what we're gonna do is cook our lunch for the next day too, okay? So in doing this, if we cook a full 750 gram packet in one, season it up with this chili con carne seasoning, we've not only got a meal of protein for tonight, but we've also got the meal of protein for tomorrow as well, okay? And that is gonna be perfect. As well as that, we're gonna cook up some rice, which is gonna go with tomorrow's meal, and we are gonna cook up some steaks as well, which will be a little bit of extra prep, which you can throw in the air fryer. So that is gonna be our lunches and dinners. Dinner for today, which I'll show you exactly what we have, and lunches for tomorrow. So we're nice and prepped with food. We're staying organized all the time. Something that I recommend you try as well if you struggle to stay consistent with food. Like when you cook your dinner, cook tomorrow's lunch as well, or do some extra prep, or batch cook some food. Again, make your life easy. let's get this all made up. You want to know a little ChatGPT secret to measuring out the correct portion sizes of your food when it's cooked? Use this little tip, because this is one use of AI that is good. So I'm having 400 grams of these potatoes, Jude's having 250 raw weight, but we only have the cooked weight. So what we do is we find out the cooked weight, which is 346, and just tell ChatGPT. I have 650 grams of raw white potato. The cooked weight is 346 grams. I want 400 grams of the raw weight. My girlfriend Jude wants 250 grams of the raw weight. We only have the cooked weight to work it out. Can you work it out for us? Then what it does, it just finds the calculation of the cooked weight, it does the maths for us, so it makes our life a lot easier. So for me, 213 of the cooked weight, and for Jude is 133, so easy. Here it is, nice and simple, nice and boring. Look how good these potatoes look though. Jude is a wizard at them. 215 grams of mincemeat, 5%. We've got 100 grams of broccoli, and I've got 400 grams of cooked potato in this meal. And there we have it. So this is meal 3, or dinner anyway, and the total calories for this meal are actually a bit lower than expected. So 400 grams potato, 100 grams broccoli, 215 grams of mincemeat. It comes to 605 calories, 62 grams of carb, 13 grams of fat, and 54 grams of protein. We are left for the full day now at 1,716 calories. So this has 284 left, 174 grams of carbs, 34 grams of fat, and 172 grams of protein. So protein is already hit, carbs are in a good amount. Again, I try and aim for roughly ballpark around the 200 figure, just to keep them up while I'm on the back end of this diet, the back end of this calorie deficit. And fat, 34 grams, I'm not too bothered about them for now. But we're gonna eat this, shower up, get in bed and chill for the rest of the night. Dinner done, it's about 8 o'clock. One thing I forgot to mention as well is this blue stuff here, which is creatine. Usually, well, I'll take 5 grams a day. It's literally a no-brainer. And depending when I take it in the day, to be honest, whenever I can remember, and now is the time where I remember. So 2 scoops of creatine down me, and then take Ace out for his last wee, and then it's bed. We're chilling in bed, and it is our bedtime, which is 8:30, which we're here every single day. And I've just got one last little meal. If you can hear me over the noise here, we've got one last little meal that, well, snack that we're gonna have before bed. We kind of have a tradition, don't we? It is kind of a little bit of a tradition that we always have a little bit of chocolate on most nights anyway, if you put the calories. So we've got a little Galaxy Ripple.
No, get me out.
Get her out of it. A little Galaxy Ripple, which is 158 calories. Now, if you can control yourself with things like this, which we can, then, you know, every couple of days or so, what's wrong with adding a little bit of that into your diet, you know? You've just got one of them in your diet, 158 calories, it's a snack. If anything, over time, it can help with your adherence, because you're getting rid of that little fix of craving of chocolate. Do I personally need it every night? No. Do we like to have it every night? Yes. So we do, we make room for it. Along with that, I've still got a few calories left, so get a few more of the old carbs in with some fruits, watermelon, pineapple sticks, which is another, I think it's about 100 calories in total. I'll have to double check on that. But that is it for our day of eating. What we find is we'll have this same structure every single day. So the same breakfast timings, lunch timings, dinner timings, maybe a snack in bed after. And that is what we will literally rinse and repeat every single day, especially Monday through Fridays. We have a couple of set meals that we'll rotate through lunch times, whether it's beef and rice, whether it's chicken and potatoes, chicken and rice. And then we'll have similar dinners that we rotate through as well, whether it's chicken and potatoes, rice and mincemeat. We've got steaks in there as well at some point. So we just keep
a few select meals for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and we just rinse, repeat and rotate them, and that makes eating fat loss way easier. That is something that I bang on to my clients about all the time. Anyways, total macro breakdown, total calorie breakdown for the day: 1,982 calories, 213 grams of carbs, 44 grams of fat, and 175 grams of protein. And that is what a day in the diet looks like for me. To be honest with you, it is kind of getting more difficult now. The hunger's creeping in a little bit more. I'm not as satiated between meals, but then again, I'm 9 kilograms down and I've got 1 more kilogram to go. So I'm in the latter stages of the diet. These times it's just a case of head down, crack on, and let's finish the job. But that is a realistic day of eating for me as an online coach on a fat loss diet. Hope you have found some of this useful, guys. If you want more content, I will leave it on the end of this video for you. If you want to work with me one-to-one at all, I'll leave the link in my description. But see you guys in the next video.